Hi everyone, this is Jack from Maths Forge, and in today's lesson we're going to be doing changing the subject. So let's take a look at the first example. Here we have y is equal to x plus 14, and we're being asked to make x the subject. To make x the subject, that essentially means get x on one side on its own. So right now, as it stands, x has this 14, this plus 14 attached to it. And how we can get rid of the plus 14 is by balancing equations. So plus 14, if I apply a minus 14 to this side of the equation, the plus 14 and the minus 14 will cancel out, leaving us just with an x. However, in order to apply this minus 14 to one side of the equation, you have to do it to the other side as well to keep things balanced. And if we do that, we end up with the following. Y minus 14 is equal to x. And whenever you've changed the subject like we have here, and we've done it successfully for x, it's always good practice to write your x first and your expression on the right hand side. So x is equal to y minus 14. Although both of them are correct, this is seen as a neater way of writing it. And if we check our answer, there it is. We'll do another one-star example. Here we have y is equal to 5 multiplied by x, or just 5x. Make x the subject. So I can see that there's a 5 attached to the x through multiplication, so I'm going to detach it through division. So we're going to do divided by 5 on this side, which means we have to do it on this side. And this is going to leave us with y over 5 is equal to x, because of course 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 1 times x is just x. And on the left-hand side, we have y over 5. But just to make it neater, we're going to put the x on the left-hand side and the y over 5 on the right-hand side. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now let's do a two-star example. We have y is equal to x plus 11 all over 12. And we're being asked to make x the subject. So the first thing I'm going to detach from this x, there's a plus 11 attached to it and a divided by 12 attached to this whole expression here. I can't get rid of this plus 11 first, since there's a divided by 12 attached to it. So the first thing you should do, if everything's being covered by a division, is get rid of that division. So we have everything divided by 12, so I'm going to multiply everything by 12. And I'm going to have to do this to the other side as well. This will now leave us with 12y on the left, and on the right, the divided by 12 and the times by 12 cancel out, leaving us with x plus 11. And now just to get x on its own, I'm going to subtract 11 from both sides, since there's a plus 11 attached to it. I have to do this to the left-hand side as well. And now this is going to leave us with 12y minus 11, which is equal to x. And I'm going to write x on the left-hand side just to make it look neater. X is equal to 12y minus 11. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now let's do a three-star example. So here we're being given 4x minus 7 over 3, which is equal to y. And we're being asked to make x the subject. So there's a bunch of things attached to the x. We have a 4 being multiplied to it, then a minus 7, and everything is divided by 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this divided by 3. And I'm going to do that by introducing a times 3 to both sides. So times 3 times 3. This is now going to leave us with 4x minus 7 on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, y times 3 is 3y. The next thing to detach from the x is going to be this minus 7, and we're going to do that by adding 7 to both sides of the equation. This is now going to give us 4x on the left, and on the right it's going to give us 3y plus 7. Our final step is to get rid of this 4 that's being attached to the x through multiplication, and we're going to detach it by division. So it's going to be divided by 4, divided by 4. And this is going to give us x on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, it's going to give us 3y plus 7, all divided by 4. And if we check our answer, there it is. And that's it for the lesson on changing the subject.